It's just gone 9 o'clock Central African time. This is BTV News. I'm Mulibile Samoka. Let's take a look at stories making headlines. Botswana's wildlife conservation strategy applauded. Chopi's group of companies recognized for its impactful corporate social responsibility program. And the long-awaited Kanye Stadium to be built. Is interpreting in sign language. Now, in our first story, President Mokgweetsi Masisi says that Botswana's sterling job of preserving wildlife species like elephants should be recognized and rewarded as a way of encouraging nations to continue conserving wildlife. The president made these remarks during his visit to Mochaba trophy dealers in Maung to appreciate the work that they do with leather and elephant tusks. Maranyani Mwanamoto reports.
The president says that Botswana has sacrificed about 40% of the state land for wildlife management, elephants included, and kept people away from disturbing them, and should therefore be offered an opportunity for the return on the investment of the sacrifice done.
No country, I repeat, no country in the world has ever sacrificed as much as we in terms of giving up the opportunity cost of the land and its use to conservation. And that's why, in part, we have the largest herd of wild elephants in the wild in the world. That is not just for our posterity and enjoyment, it's our contribution, our give back to the world to enjoy. So these elephants, we don't perceive them to be solely owned by us, it's our contribution to the world. And if you prorate it, we're contributing much more than anybody else. And we don't mind as long as we get rewarded and motivated to so do.
He also shared that it is disappointing that there are international organizations like CITES that are calling for the ban of trophy hunting that would only leave Botswana overpopulated with elephants.
Why would they want to kill this asset? Why would they want to engage in practices and policies and bans that will result in the self-extermination, annihilation of this asset? Because as with anything else, too much of something is bad for itself, it's also bad for the environment. And so we want our position as range states to be understood, that our rate of fertility, our rate of growth of our elephants is growing faster than anywhere else in the world, not by accident.
A trophy hunter at Mochaba trophy dealers says that hunting has been proven to be a sustainable way of managing elephant populations.
A proper, sound management option that looks at not only people, it looks at environment, it talks about numbers, it talks about habitat, and it talks about how people benefit from that program. So we have an action plan, a national elephant action plan that is now in its second year of existence. And that in itself will determine over time how we manage and continue to manage our populations to the benefit of our people, to the benefit of sound environmental practice, and that it also considers a controlled hunting mechanism.
Botswana remains a host to the largest population of elephants in the world and continues to lobby for trophy hunting for the socio-economic development of its communities, in addition to the control of the ever-growing elephant population. Maranyani Samakata, BTV News, Maung.
The Vice President, Mr. Slamba Tsokhwane, has commended the Chopi's group of companies competition known as Chopi's Big Birthday Bonanza for contributing to the government's efforts of eradicating abject poverty in the country through its corporate social responsibility program. When handing over the grand prize of C200 Mercedes-Benz on behalf of Chopi's group to the competitors, the competition's winner, Ms. Dimpo Arabasimani, the Vice President challenged the private sector to play an important role in improving the lives of Botswana, especially as the world is facing economic challenges. Peter Batsalelwang.
The 2024 grand prize winner of the Big Birthday Choppies Bonanza competition, Ms. Dimpho Rabasimane, who hails from Molapo Pochang, danced in a celebratory mood for winning the C200 model Mercedes-Benz. She says her life will never be the same again, as this will go a long way in simplifying her business in many ways.
ya ntse ke nna ke itshelela ka go itlhagolela mo dijarateng tsa batho ke oketsa stoko modimo ke mo leboga go menagane go ba mpile mpho e kana kana.
However, the Vice President, Mr. Slambatsokhwane, challenged different local private companies to participate in the development and improvement of the lives of the nation within the areas they operate from.
As government, we are trying our level best to improve the lives of Botswana through many programs as witnessed by those outlined in the latest budget speech. We are therefore grateful for the private sector, especially companies like Choppies, who equally do their part to take their profits and turn them into life-improving poverty eradication programs that complement our efforts as government.
And over these years, we, through our value creation and shared value concepts, we could change many lives and we could add value to our society.
Other prizes won by the different Choppies customers as a build-up in the competition include the 5 Nissan Navaras and 97 15,000 prize money winners.
This is in line with the government's vision and mission to facilitate the development of Botswana. It is through initiatives such as this one that we will see Botswana prospering and conquering economic adversaries.
The Choppies group of companies has used over 6.5 million pula for this year's Big Birthday Bonanza to change the lives of the people across the country, especially in areas they operate from. Peter Patsalelwang, PTV News, Gaborone.
Now, the First Lady, Ms. Nomasisi, has started dialoguing with elderly on HIV/AIDS, gender-based violence and drug use in the country. The campaign, which started in Bobonom village yesterday, will be held countrywide with the view to explore the role families can play in addressing these social ills. Kabelo Khakololo has more.
As the country is still faced with new HIV/AIDS infections, gender-based violence and drug abuse, the Office of the First Lady recognizes the role the elderly could play in addressing these challenges. For them, the elderly are like the roots of a tree, and these roots bring wisdom, maturity, and experience.
mme gore se tshele ke ga rona re le batsadi re le malwapa re nna le seabe re nna batsa karolo go lwantsha kgannye.
Bubirwa, just like many other districts in the country, is still grappling with these challenges.
Over 328,000 ba tshela ka go nwa diritibatsi mo Botswana, mme go le go ntse jalo go ra gore ha re lebelela tsa mahatshehatshe tsa dipalo tsa batho ba ile gore ba tshela ka mogare le gore ne re inetse ditsana tse dintsenyang re lebeletse di targets tsa UNAIDS tsa 95 go supa Botswana yone e hitile hong.
Re gatisitse dikgang tse leng gore ke tsa dipetelelo tsa bana ba ba ko tlase ga dingwaga tse di botlhano, tsa bana ba dingwaga tse di ko tlase ga 12.
Re setse re nna le dikgang tsa bana ba bo 7 years. Ngwana a tshwere ditaba bangwe ga o ba botsa ba go lekudisa gore nya ke hitetse phasele e beilwe ko tafoleng mo lapeng.
The elderly seem to know the root cause of these concerns, and they will forever remain grateful for the rare opportunity of dialoguing with the First Lady.
Ke le motsadi ke ntse jana ngwana mma mokete o tamogame ke mo khipa ha ke mo kopanya le basimane gonega mme ke ngwana yo monyenyane yo isinga le ka
teta hi direkiswa ke bagolo direkiswa ke batho ba maemo hela up ba ba ko dimo.
Charity begins at home. Re tshwanetse rona ra lemoga ra khalemela bana ba rona go tswa mo ditirong tse neng tse di buiwa tse.
It will require a concerted effort that is from individual Botswana and families to work towards achieving prosperity for all by the year 2036.
Re ka dirisa jang serodumo sa malwapa go tsisa ditharabololo tsonetse re itebaganya le mogare wa HIV AIDS segolo jang mo bananeng kgokgontsho ya bong ditagi tse di bolang bana ba rona.
Mo go rona ke sa gore ke sengwe se re ka se kwata bolotsang ya re le bosong ja gago ra nna re se dira go ngwa hela kana ga bedi mo ngwageng gore batsadi ba rona ba nne ba ntse ba itse gore mango ha kae go iragalang o tsogile jang o tshela jang.
A changed mindset remains crucial in ensuring human social development, peace and security. Kabalo Kagollo, BTV News, Bobono.
The Minister of Transport and Public Works, Mr. Eric Molali, officially handed over the road design, construction and maintenance project of the Sejelo to Johannesburg Road to a local company. The official signing of the contract was done in BOTSWANA village as residents anticipate the construction of an access road that leads to their village, Tato Ranna.
The minister says government is set on prioritizing local companies when awarding tenders as an obligation to adhere to the Economic Inclusion Act. The project, which is expected to start in 6 months' time, has a budget allocation of 466 million pula and is expected that the local company creates employment opportunities for Kanye, Jwaneng and BOTSWANA residents.
Re lomaganya ra kontraka le boeteledipele jwa kgaolo le boeteledipele jwa motse gore ba itsang iska re ka moso ra be re utla dikgang tsa gore ra kontraka o natla ha ra utla go to hirela ha lo gononong lo lo hale ya re a sena go hetsa tiro batho ba tla go kgosi tlhako a kgomo ba re ra kontraka o ile a sa re duela kgosi tlhako a kgomo o tla itse jang gore ke mang ra kontraka ha no go hirela ko nageng
Stokinyana se sa BOTSWANA se le sone se nnetsela ye bonalang e leng gore re tla kgona go tsamaya mo go ene sentle kana se se botlhoko ke ha pula e kana thata go na le mathata a gore dikoloi ga di tsamaye ka e dikhuti jaanong ha ne ka siamisiwa ya nna tsela e bonalang go no go ka siama.
The local company responsible for the roadworks is expected to complete the project at the end of February 2027. The minister pleaded with this company to impart skills onto the residents of the area to promote self-sustainability once the project has been completed.
Mo kirong e tabeng e dirwa re tabore le ka gore re hire bana ba Botswana segoro bogolo ba mo kgaolong yone go tswa go Sejelo wa go tsena ko Jwaneng re sa tlhaole gore yo o tswa ko motseng mohe mme di kiro tsotlhe tona ra ruri hatsa gore tabo di direla mo lekgotleng ya ka le thulaganyo ya tsamaiso ya kiro mo no gore kiro mo le mo ke tabeng e direla mo lekgotleng
motse wa Betso ka bone ala ke motse o tla golang kana ga re bua ka tsela Betso re bua ka tlamelo tse ditona tse ke dumelang gore ba ileng ba gwebi ga ba ke ba tshaba go tla kwano ka lebaka la gore go tla be gona le tsela o itlhela gantsi motse o sa gole ka lebaka la gore go a be go sena se leng gore sa re tsamaisa mo go sone mme hela seo Betso re lebogela thata re lebogela gore bana ba rona ba tsile go bona ditiro ba khona go itshidisa.
Minister Molale also advised the public that this road is frequently used by tourists and therefore urged residents to ensure that their cattle do not roam on the roads in order to avoid any accidents. Tato Ranna, BTV News, BOTSWANA.
The public has been implored to test for different types of cancer so that they can be detected and treated it in early stages. This was shared by different speakers during the World Cancer Day commemoration hosted by Boteti District Health Management Team in collaboration with the National AIDS and Health Promotions Agency and Bona Naledi at Matsumu Village. Sabaitsen Tebogo reports.
Every year, the international community joins hands to commemorate the World Cancer Day on the 4th of February to educate and raise awareness about cancer. In Botswana, close to 1,800 new cases of cancer are registered annually. Regrettably, these cases are registered at the late stages of the illness. Hence, Botswana are urged to test early for the disease in order to receive treatment.
Bolwetse jo e leng gore bo kokonela thata ditamelo tsa botsogo gongwe ga ne re lemogile nako e le teng re ka be re baakantsa seemo se gore tlo kgone go bana tse dingwe tse re di tlhokang tsa botsogo. Mo Botswana re itemogela thata dikankere tse pedi le tsone tse di gogang ko pele. Kankere ya molomo a popelo le kankere ya lebele. Mme ga re harologane thata le se se diragalang mo mahatshehatseng, ga re harologane thata le se se diragalang rona re le ba botete. Yaanong go re go etha gore re ikite ka thupana.
Mo letsatsing la gompieno ke go ta go lemotsha le go lemotsha botsadi ba rona bogolo thata boeteledipele ba metse kana boeteledipele ba dikgaolo gore go botlhokwa thata gore re bue ka kankere.
It is possible to survive if cancer is detected and treated on time.
Ga le gore e gongwe go lokana mo letsogong kana ga ka e kgaola o ta bo tshelela sentle re tshela le jone bolwetse jo ke sala ya rona. Ba ga ke tsibogile nako e sa le teng kana kwa gompe ke bua lunana ga ke sa thwa ke nana ke tsala ya me.
The public is encouraged to unite in the fight against cancer.
Re tere itsekaseke le go hake monokeng bao ba amilweng ke bolwetse jo le go hake monokeng ba e leng gore ke baoki jaaka le ne le bona ba legano ba gaetso ba re ha thotwetso ba re ha thuto
le bogela thata gore tiro e bo e tshwere mo motse wa Mathumo mme se ya rona re tshwaraganetse le ba botsogo ka letsatsi lone le la go keteka tsatsi la cancer kana kankere ka puo ye nngwe.
This year's theme calls for all, including leaders, to join hands in order to succeed in the fight against cancer. Sebetsen Tebogo, BTV News, Mathumo.
Orapa police are investigating a case in which a 42-year-old man is suspected to have shot and killed a 39-year-old woman who is said to be his partner before shooting himself. Orapa Police Station Commander Superintendent Anastasia Mogale says the two deceased were BOTSWANA employees at Orapa. Sebetsen Tebogo continues.
On Wednesday this week, Orapa residents met with shock the news of this case, which rarely happens in the township.
Go tswa gone mo toropong ya Orapa fa go na le bangwe kana mongwe o gapetseng mme mongwe botshelo le ena ba ikgapela botshelo le ra gogela go go ne tiragalo neo bonga ka ne ba tlhatlhoba ba supa gore bobedi jo ga bo sa thole go le botshelong e ne le baratani ya me ano go rane batho ka gone go tusisana over their relationship ebe go feletsa go nna le gone gore re agapele mme botshelo le na ba ikgapela botshelo o na mo hulalo ka tlhobolo ya shotgun e le gore ke aga ene o ka bore re ke mmelaela peano gompieno le no tlhokahetse e ne le babereke ba gone mo BOTSWANA mo botlhe ka bobedi ditlhotlhomiso tsa rona santse di ntse di tsweletse tota go ka itse gore tiragalo e sente gate e khositswe ke eng.
Meanwhile, the police are also investigating a case in which a 28-year-old man was found in Mopipi in possession of 50 cattle suspected to be stolen.
E rile ka mosupologo wa di 5 ne ra tshwara dikgomo dingwe o mmerakeng ya Mopipi dikgomo di ka tshwara 50 marole a le 18 le dikgomo tse ditona di le 32 dikgomo tse santse re di tshegeditse re tsweletse le ditlhotlhomiso tsa rona.
Superintendent Mogale appeals to the public to always seek help from relevant authorities and institutions whenever they need assistance, to avoid taking wrong decisions such as those involving passion killings. Sebastian Tebogo, BTV News, Orapa.
The research findings from the University of Botswana, in conjunction with the Michigan State University, indicated that it is possible for students with intellectual disabilities to change their lives after graduating from the special unit classes. This has been released in a workshop which was held at Monopole recently to reveal the framework of the research. Lizzie Klaas reports.
The findings from the research carried out by Botswana University in conjunction with the Michigan State University revealed that it is possible for the students with intellectual developmental disability to progress well in life after graduating from special units. Furthermore, the framework indicated that there are 6 ways that people living with disability can transition to in order to change their lives.
Framework re dirile moalo o le kang go supa gore tota diphatla di teng tse re lekileng gore re di bone ka gore re bone go sena le ga le phatla e 1 go tswa ko di uniteng gore bana ba ba tsamaele go gong mme re kgonne go tla ka diphatla di le 6 transition pathways for bana go batla gore e bankangwe e direlo gore e ba suite.
Re ne ra ikaega ka framework e leng gore e tswa gone ko University ya Michigan e bidiwang hela go te taxonomy for transition programming. Now yone tota e bua hela gore ngwana a kgone go tswa sente a tlhokomelesege a le mo uniting a ba kgona go tswa ya tirong ke ha ngwana a lena le lenaneo le le itebagantse le ene mo go twing student focused planning.
Some of the people living with disability testified and imparted words of encouragement to their counterparts.
I'm a hydroseph by birth. I have been living with this condition since I was born. Disability does not mean inability. So please do not hide your children. Get them help. You're their own advocate.
Know that ga se bogole ga se se nna ke go ile ke sa itse gore ke mona le bogole le wena ke batla go nna le mindset wa go nna le gore ga una bogole okay le lona batho ba ileng gore lena le bana ba bana le bogole please support them ba ga itse ba khona gore ba gore ga ke leng teng. I was able to go to school go Canada.
The workshop attendees suggested those they think should be included in the research and also uploaded the research findings.
Framework it is aligned to what we do on day-to-day basis as special educators.
Me ka ha framework e duleng ka teng ke tsa gore bana ba rona ba bana le bogole ga ba kitla ba kgetholela kwa ntle le bone ba tla opportunity tse dintsi tsa gore ba helle bana le career tse di botoka.
Encourage go na le inclusive education e leng gore bana ba ha o kgona ga nteng should be taught alongside their normal peers. Me go bo go nna le mananeo a gore ba thusiwe jang.
The stakeholders have been encouraged to unite as a way of enhancing the lives of people living with disability so they too can enjoy life to the fullest. Lizzie Klaas, BTV News, Molepolole.
You're watching BTV News. Thank you for staying with us. Now, the Ministry of Health organized the 3rd National Health Research Symposium focused on strengthening implementation of research through engagements and recommendations by relevant stakeholders. Speaking at the event, the Assistant Minister of Health, Mr. Setomolela Tisizwe, encouraged stakeholders to embrace research in their rollout of evidence-based health interventions for the success of the health sector. Terema Khoeng and Bofelo Mutsumi.
The Ministry of Health is on a bid to improve the health sector and drive towards one of the 2036 goals of the country. To attain the set target, the ministry organized this symposium to reflect on the evidence generated by the research carried out in Botswana. The importance of implementation research was emphasized as it is vital towards achieving universal health coverage.
I have no doubt that implementation research is vital for achieving our flagship priorities on prevention and control of NCDs and achieving universal health coverage, as well as NCD-related sustainable development goal targets. It is through such research that we can tailor-make interventions to different populations as may be appropriate. You can immediately see how important implementation research is to the successful deployment and utilization of evidence-based approaches to improve the quality and effectiveness of health promotion, health services, and health care.
Implementation research is set to give guidance when designing global policies in the health sector, and as such, its capacity building should be strengthened.
Implementation research gathers further evidence that can help to fine-tune implementation approaches, see how they adapt to local context, and support scaling up innovations and programs that can solve the people that are being served. So in order to translate what we know into practice for better health outcomes, the capacity of implementation research for individuals and communities must be strengthened.
Research is also crucial as it can help in keeping up with the rapid evolution in the health sector.
Research plays a crucial role in aligning the health systems with the evolving needs of 21st century communities.
With the pace of change in the world today, the complexity of global challenges and the tight budgetary environment, solution comes through collaboration and partnerships to close the gap in improving the global health sector. Terry Makhoeng, BTV News, Gaborone.
Farmers at Mosesedi Farms in the Borolon district are already predicting a poor harvest as they have planted less hectares than what they usually do due to low rainfall recorded in the ongoing plowing season. So far, at least 3,200 hectares have been planted compared to 8,000 hectares the previous year. The district agriculture Extension Officer Mr. Kabo Mosara says the plowing season is just about to come to a close in the southern part of the country this month. Lonesa Kobo with more.
As the plowing season is just about to come to a close in the southern part of the country, Mr. Mosara says compared to the previous plowing season where they recorded about 8,000 hectares, this time around they have registered at least 3,200 hectares, of which 2,800 are for commercial farmers, and this shows a huge decline. Therefore, he urged farmers to take care of what they already plowed.
The Mazadi limilweng ke 3,179 hectares. Di limilwe ke balemi ba le 69. Mme bontsi ja ditamati ke bo limilweng ke balemi ba Mosisedi commercial farms. Ba e leng gore ba lemile 2,800 hectares ka palo ba le 12. A re tshwantshanya le ngwaga o no feta. Ngwaga o no feta go no go limilwe ditamati le 8,000. Gompieno ya ka ke buile go lemilwe ditamati le 3,000. So o tla kgona go lemoga gore gone mo hela ke kwelo tlase ga kgamatsang. Mme kgwetlho kgolo ke yone ya gore pula ya ngwaga o e netse morago. E le gone ga e re ga e tlang go na teng ya be ena e se kaloka.
Even though there is low rainfall, farmers still have hope that the situation will change as they are expecting more rains.
Hanku o inela ka gore ga ona le passion mo temo la go bulanyana yena hela go le go nyenyane o tsena mo tshimong so irile hala di bulanyana tsa ntlha di phaila e be re simolla go lema
ra khona go lema ka mabaka pule ene le ko tlase pula tse di receive mo go rona mo ene ka nna bo 15 to 15 re receive about 10 millimeters. The highest re won in le 25. That was the last rain area bone.
Ke re kgwetlho re kopaneng lone ke diji tsa tlholego tse di tshwenyang dijalo mo masimo jaaka armyworm yo simolla hela go tswa bonyenyaneng ha o le matlhara 6 go itlhelela so go ela gore busetsa ko morago ka gore bakela ditshenyegelo tse di sa tlhokagaleng re tshwanela gore re peite masimo gantsi ra boelela go lwantsha tsone diji.
Farmers were advised to continue registering for the Moletotlo program for continuous benefiting from the program to help improve food sufficiency and mostly encouraged to take care of available crops. Lona Sekobo, BTV News, Mosisedi.
Well, that is the news this hour. Do stay with us, Jose Khonkwe, on standby to take you through the world of sport. Jose, we meet again. Please take us through the world of sport.
Oh, yes. Greetings to you, Samuka, and thank you so much.
Right.
So now let me give the viewers the BOTSWANA Tonight sports news. With that, as he has already mentioned, I'm Jose Khonkwe here on BOTSWANA Tonight giving you the sports news. With that, let's get straight into it. Since non-communicable diseases are responsible for the 46% of death in Botswana, Kazungula Bridge marathon activations are not only for leisure purposes, but are also meant to promote a healthy lifestyle. Kitso Temane compiled the report.
Due to the rise in numbers of non-communicable diseases in Botswana, the Kazungula Bridge Marathon Technical Director, Mr. David Lebalelo, said, it is essential to do physical exercises on a daily basis as it helps improve health status and boost mental stability at home and work.
Tokomele re ikele toko re lemoga gore re ja eng re dira eng se ileng gore se ka tsenya matshelo a rona mo diphatseng go botlhokwa thata go gongwe kgapetsa gore re le batho setho re be re nna re itshidila mmele so that re kgone gore matshelo a rona a tokagale either not only ko malapeng but le ko ditirong tota gore tlhaloganyo tsa rona di be di nna di active.
The Chope District Council as a stakeholder will ensure that the environment and welfare of the participants are of acceptable standards. Moreover, they will also ensure that environment is safe and healthy for wildlife, since the event is held in a tourism hub.
Tsotlhe tse leng gore di a dirisiwa ke ditsela tse di ko tlase ga tlhokomelo ya rona ka jalo sentse gore nako tse tsotlhe ditsela tsa rona di botlhokomelesegile di supa ditsela tse leng gore di ka tlhokomela mpotsa tshegetsa serudumo sa tiro e dirwa mo kanseleng ya rona se netefatsang ke gone gore ka gore re tlhokometse tsa botsogo re ensure gore mo karolong ya tsa matlakala go na le a proper management ya matlakala gore go se ka nna le go gasagaso matlakala ka gore toropo ya rona ke toropo ya bojanala.
One of the activation instructors, Wabile Nswabi, stated that they frequently raise health awareness issues in order to boost individual medical status and consequently improve their well-being.
Awareness and coach, we try by all means to advertise our training sessions so that you can create awareness with the locals that indeed we prioritize fitness, we prioritize the mental state mokasani. Term advice that we can give is that let's not just do this short term, let's practice this long term, not even after marathon, let's just keep this exercising, because we know that the importance of exercising, for sure we have to beat non-communicable diseases. It improves our mental state and also it improves our morale.
Meanwhile, registration for the marathon has been extended until 17th of February, while the marathon will take place on the 24th. Kitso Temane, BOTSWANA Television, Kazungula.
And now into women football. In the Gaborone City Region Football Association Division 1 League, Gaborone United ladies team humiliated Prisons 11 ladies by 9 goals to nil in a Week 4 league encounter played at Lekedi Football Center on Saturday. Kagiso Molelekwa has more.
Despite hot weather conditions, Steven Maposa's side started the game on a high tempo, dictating terms and troubling the Prison's rear guard until Laune Moloi broke the ice in the 8th minute of the game after a mix-up in the Prison's back line. Gaonyadi Ontlametse followed with a brace before Atam Busan scored the 4th just before the halftime break. GU continued with the impressive run after the break as Ontlametse and Moloi both scored yet again before Ronagafetore and Kitmutsi Ditebe also registered their names in the score sheet to give GU ladies a 9-0 victory.
I think we had a very good game. The most important thing is the girls are really doing what we've been working on, which is keeping the ball. And I'm happy about the continuity we are having, because from day one, first game, you can see there is improvement. Only improvement in Tata, which is a good thing for a coach. Whatever we do at training, they are showing it here, which I think come next game again, we'll see another positive things from them.
Game ya rona GU ne re outclasser. You could tell ka danger tse re na le tsone tsa defense ya gore we were so porous ko morago mo ileng gore ne re sa kgone gore re ka ba maka pound for pound no kgona go bona gore they are more tactical than us. Ko
kore dikgobalo tse e leng gore na le tsone tse dintsintsi tsa botshoganyetso bo thabang ga o newe no di matlhasela o ne o kgona go bona le wena gore re leka quality.
This third win for Moyahulele leaves them with 9 points from 3 games, while Prisons 11 rated the second loss of the season from 4 outings. Gaborone United will take on defending champions Double Action next week, while Prisons welcome FC Ambassadors. Kagiso Molelekwa, PTV Sport, Gaborone.
And now into Botswana Premier League updates. BDF 11 played to a 1-1 draw against Orapa United in a Botswana Premier League game played this afternoon at Lubatse Sport Complex. Let's see more of the highlights.
Ababa jalo tshireletso go tsire BDF 11 ba tlhomile sekhutlo ba se tshopheletsa ka loto la moja wash Tumisampule abasalaja joy tiseko morago le galetsa ba ke usebo abatlola ka botlhale ga go le monate le mpitse mabaya wash
ra tsena go boxing mo di pocketeng ra tsena. The problem is go helletsa le go bona mo go pala but ke tsala gore tare ha re tsena go SSKB re tla le ka go bereka tsa mo go helletseng but well done to Orapa. They came back ba go bola le rona we could have won the game easily far and then but it's part of game.
Tough game, like we said. Remember, BDF, they have 2 games playing with Regio, and for us, it was the first time that we played a team that has played a game of this magnitude. Obviously, their last game they will play here, and then they in terms of familiarization with the pitch, we knew they were going to push us. But I'm happy with the boys, even though the BDF, the upper end, we managed to deal with every challenge they brought us, and we managed to come back from a goal and get a goal, which is a plus for us. Look at that, we play away, and it is also a game that the first time that we play a game of high intensity like.
Now wrapping up the Botswana Tonight sports news, the residents of Kanye were delighted to witness the groundbreaking ceremony of the long-awaited mini stadium after many years of requests which were motivated by the population growth of the village. When officiating at the groundbreaking ceremony in Kanye recently, the Minister of Youth Empowerment, Sport, Gender, Sport and Culture, Mr. Tumisarachari, says that the mini sport facility will help remove most of the youth of Kanye from the streets and nurture many undiscovered talents around the region. Kesofetse Makwinja has more.
Lakare says the stadium is expected to be complete by the end of April this year, and also highlighted that at least 11 million pula has been used to construct the sports facility together with the boundary wall. The minister further appreciated the contractor for creating job opportunities for 45 people, of which 24 are residents of Kanye.
Stadium se sa lona se tsentse di odile mmalo. Lantlha ke lone le botana le le tsileng go agwa. Sa bobedi ke gone ha re leng teng ha ile gore ba baakanya mmuo gore e be le gore ya nong go dirwa lebala la kgwele ya dinao goneha. Go tsile go nna le ha batabogi ba tabogelang teng mme mo go tla bo go dirilwe ka mmu go papaitetswe yana gore go nne sentle. Ra gona le di-court tsa volleyball, ra gona le di-court tsa netball, ra gona le tsone ablutions jaaka ntse ke tlhalosa, changing rooms ga mmogo le di-kiosk ha go tla bong go rekisediwa teng ha gona le metshameko.
The members of parliament applauded Ministry of Youth Empowerment, Gender, Sports and Culture for their developmental project, which is progressing well in line to be delivered on time.
Ba maila ba tle ba ngune ka sengwe se tota ya ke itseng gore mme o se emetse ka dinao o se tswere ka diatla gore ba re tota le hate dia mo se tsile jana mme go botlhokwa gore le metshameko e boele go dikweleng gore bana ba rutuntsiwe ko ba khona gore re khone go tshwara ka nna le dikwele go rutuntsa metshameko jalo ke re le yo tona re emele ka dinao
o di kgauditse se di hite marama morara khare gompieko ra nyenya mme re nyenyela pusoye ka gore lo bala re bala hela di dintsi di tlhabollo tse di mo pusong ye ha o le ba ko morago ga meko wa go bona sekwele sa gwa ha o le ba go thabenye ka kwa dipale di tlhomile tsa sekwele se sengwe ra gore kwele di pedi mo kanyetse di agwa re soloeditswe maloba gore le patela setla re sologeditswe maloba gape gore ra go alelwa ditsela di le dikilomitara di le 25.
Currently, re tsa gore tiro ya rona e setse e tsamaya sentle up to now. We currently at about 50%. Re soletse gore e tla re end of April, beginning of May, a be le ka tsena mo lebaleng la lona.
The residents have been encouraged to utilize these developments and to also protect them from abuse and vandalism. Gesego Fetse Makwinja, BTV News, Kanye.
And that is all that we had for you from Botswana Tonight, the sports desk. Until we meet tomorrow, have a blessed night. Now let me bring it back to Samuka to give you the headlines of tonight. Samuka.
Thank you so much, Jose. Let's meet again tomorrow. You did well in your sport deliberations. Thank you so much.
Oh, yes. Thank you so much. Let's meet tomorrow.
All right. Before we wrap it up, let's take a look at stories making headlines. Botswana's wildlife conservation strategy applauded. Choppies group of companies recognized for its impactful corporate social responsibility program. And the long-awaited Kanye Mini Stadium to be built. Well, and that is the news. Do stay with us up next.
Good evening and welcome to tonight's weather forecast brought to you by Samuel Ramotont. The following are some of the rainfall amounts that were recorded this morning at 8 o'clock. 38 millimeters at Mokhanene Primary School, 31 at Tirelo Primary School, 30 at Dopa Farm, 26 at Hakatla Primary School, 25 at Leaders International School, 23 at Molepole Prison, 22 at Ralekheto Primary School, 20 at Lishibitse Primary School, 19 at Raditladi Primary School, 16 at Good Hope Met Station, 14 at Musolotani Primary School, 13 at Mahalape Met Station, 11 at Mogodisane Khotla, 10 at Siknira Primary School, 9 at Mabalani Primary School, 8 at Motopi Primary School, 7 at Kumakwani Primary School, 6 at Dutle Primary School, 5 at Lepepe Met Station, 4 at Shakwe Primary School, and drops were recorded at Swane Hill School. Well, the current satellite picture shows clouds which are visible over most areas of the country, and this bluish and red color shows developing and developed thunderstorms, which may possibly thunder or shower tonight over some areas of the country. And as for tomorrow, cloudy conditions with isolated thunder showers or rain are expected over southern, southeast, Gauteng, southern, central, and northeast, while over northern central, Chobe, Ngamile, and Gauteng and Kgakgadi are expecting partly cloudy conditions, but still with isolated thunder showers in some areas. In the morning, hot temperatures are expected over the entire country, with the minimums ranging from 20 to 24 degrees Celsius across the country. And in the afternoon, warm temperatures are expected over southern, southeast, Gauteng, southern, central, and northeast, with the maximums ranging from 30 to 32 degrees Celsius, but over northern central, Chobe and Ngamile are expecting hot temperatures with maximums ranging from 33 to 35 degrees Celsius, while over Khanti and Kgalagadi are expecting very hot temperatures in the afternoon, with the maximums ranging from 36 to 38 degrees Celsius. And as for some cities in southern Africa, cloudy conditions are expected over Manzini, but over Johannesburg we're expecting some thunder showers, while over Maseru, Port Elizabeth, Epington, and Cape Town are expecting only clear skies. Showers are expected also over Antananarivo, Beira, and Windhoek, while over Lusaka we're expecting clear skies, and partly cloudy conditions are expected over Harare. Partly cloudy conditions are also expected over Dar es Salaam, but over Blantyre, Luanda, and Kinshasa we're expecting some showers. That's the weather forecast. Have a good night.